What is up, YouTube? Just want to go over a quick discussion of my new PS3 controller that I got in the mail today. I got it new off of eBay, and I've been through many PS3 controllers from the original DualShocks. This is not even one of the original DualShocks that came with my system. I've got my PS3 Slim in 2009. It's had the disk drive broken twice in it, one time under warranty. Now the disk drive still has it working over years, but I still play my digital games. And I have a lot of games physical that I haven't got to play it in digital. So I want good working PS3 controllers, and eBay and the online market is just filled with counterfeit controllers. I have brought in batteries, lithium battery replaceable batteries on eBay in the past years ago, and was able to successfully replace a couple of DualShock 3 controllers. And the problem is, it really depends on the quality of the battery you get for how long the controller is going to hold the charge, and ultimately how long the battery is going to last. And with that also, I think I brought two batteries, and out of the two batteries, I successfully repaired one controller, and the other controller I think I actually broke during the process. I actually shorted something out, I believe. It was years ago now, and I can't even remember what controller I did it to, nor the exact problem that occurred. But I do know they're a little bit tricky because you have to take them apart. You have to be careful with the springs for the triggers. Now that all said, it's still not that hard. It could be done with someone with no experience that hasn't done them before. But at the same time, like I said, I did short one out and only successfully repaired one. And I believe I completely broke the other controller. I think I ended up getting rid of that controller as just parts or something. Now, same reason I love DualShock 4 controllers too, but the battery life in them, that's my original one from the console now, the gold. It's from the PS4 Slim, not the Taco Bell version. But these ones will die, and then I got one here in a case. Nice fancy little case I use, my special little baby. But the batteries will die in these fairly faster even. But now I'm holding on to my official controllers because they're harder to come by, and I wish I had more DualShocks to experiment with. I had given this to my friend, and she gave it back to me because she said that it wasn't holding a charge anymore, and it really isn't for what a PS3 controller is. But what's funny is it still holds a charge longer than DS4 controllers because I could still get like over 6 hours out of this. But originally, anyone that knows the PS4 controllers, even like my friend who's probably more casual of a video game player. I mean, she still plays games, don't get me wrong, but she will say the same thing, like it doesn't hold a charge. And I even kind of knew that to her, I think, when I gave her one of the controllers, that like it worked fine and it did hold the charge, but it wouldn't hold the charge like as good as a new one would out the box, or when one was, really good. And speaking of, there's another PS4. I like this one too because you can't use. I like this and I don't because certain features are just completely worthless. You'll never have to run batteries on this, nor charge it, nor replace a battery or anything. But in certain PS4 games, I can't use I don't know what you call these buttons, start and select maybe, but for like games like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, I can't do gestures with that controller. And I play a lot of Dark Souls and Souls series, have the platinum in almost the whole series except for 3. With that said, moving on. My best PS3 third-party controller so far has been this Logitech controller. I originally got this shortly after I got my PS3 Slim, and I got this specifically back when I wanted to play, I think, either the first Resistance or the second Resistance with my sister, and I needed a spare controller. I went to my local Walmart, and I think at the time retail ones were 65, and these were like $30. Got this. I later went on to get more DualShocks. I remember I even got silver DualShock 3s for like $20 at Radio Shack when they were on sale. And I don't know what happened to all of mine. I guess some of them, same thing, broke down from battery usage too much, and I think I sold one new in the package. Kind of wish I kept it. But moving on, and what I like about this one, the reason why it lasted so long, no lithium battery. And I'll get more onto that subject with the new controller that I brought I took a shot at the dark at this afterglow. It says right here, best-selling third-party controller, and it probably is the best-selling third-party controller. They still have one model of this at my local Walmart to this day, 2018, like mid-November, right before Thanksgiving here. And they have one that's like a repackage at my Walmart. I brought this on eBay, but the one difference is that new one, and also when I got this will come like in the battery pack and whatnot. I couldn't put it back in when I unboxed it to replicate it, but the difference is there's probably two version models. These new ones have the lithium battery, and when I first got this in the mail, I was hoping I got the one that needed batteries, which ultimately when I got it and I seen what it was, I had to go out and spend almost $13 on batteries. But to me, that's worth it. If this controller had a lithium battery, it's ultimately gonna, like, I guess you'll save money in the short run because batteries can be expensive. You want Energizer or Duracell, you'll spend like $4 for a 4-pack. The less you buy, more money you spend. So you'll spend almost $1 a battery, right off the bat, needing 2 batteries. And yeah, you can get some cheaper brand ones and they won't last as long. So you're gonna spend more money in the short run, pretty much guaranteed. But in the long run, you'll never have to mess with opening it up to replace a lithium battery, nor worry about buying that replacement lithium battery. So I think it's worth more money to spend the money in the short run, and that's why I'm glad I got this specific model. That one, like I said again, at Walmart, it's also a repackage, but it's probably going to be the lithium battery one, not the one that takes batteries. So I'm really, really happy to get this. I probably will go ahead and actually make maybe like a review, whatever, using it on some of my PS3 games. I'm gonna play digitally. Got a lot of platinums I'm working on right now. WRC FIFA 5 something. I forget the name of it. It's not really it's like a racing simulator, except you don't race other cars. But interesting. I want to finish the trophies. And yeah, I don't want to carry on this video, but that concludes it. I'm really happy to get this. Like I said, I got this. The person said it was like new, and I believe it was. The box just had damage. They sent it in a bubbler, but this was inside in a way in the battery pack that I couldn't even get back in. That you could tell it came from like the factory, in other words. So this is a brand new minty afterglow controller. Paid $14.80. And I'm really happy with it. I actually got a buyer's open case almost against me, unpaid case on eBay. It got case closed and I didn't get it recorded because I did pay, but I was hesitant to buy it because I seen you can still get them new at Walmart for like $20. And then I didn't know I was going to get the one that needed batteries, but I lucked out, in other words. I just didn't want to get the unpaid case. Paid, and I was like, oh, it's still cheaper than buying a new one from Walmart. And then on top of that, I looked out, I got a brand new one of the old model. So anyway, peace out, YouTube. Talk to you guys later.